Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. If you don't know where to start reading in your Bible because you're completely new and you haven't even read a Bible before, I'm here to help. I'm going to be explaining where to read in the Bible so that you can understand it the best. And before we get started, I just wanted to say that there is no right place to start reading in the Bible. Just because you read in one place doesn't mean you have a better understanding of the Bible than another person. You could start anywhere and you'd probably still have a decent understanding. I started in the most random place and I am proud of where I'm at now. And all parts of the Bible are useful for understanding Jesus, so don't neglect any parts of your Bible. Okay, with that being said, the Bible is split into two main parts, the Old Testament and the New Testament. The New Testament is the last part, and it's everything that comes after the birth of the Messiah, Jesus Christ. That's why the New Testament is kind of favored, and that's where a lot of people will recommend you to start. The first 4 books of the New Testament are called the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and they're basically all recollections of Jesus' life, from his birth to his crucifixion to his resurrection. And people will tell you to start there, specifically in the book of John. I do also recommend the Gospel of John, but it doesn't matter. You could start in any of the 4 Gospels and you'd still probably have a good understanding. I personally would have started in order. I would have started with Matthew, then I would have gone to Mark, and then Luke, and then John. You could do it that way, or you could just start in John, and then I would recommend you go over to the letters. These are pastoral letters written by Paul, and letters to the church, also mostly written by Paul. And they are very, very helpful, and I would recommend reading Romans after you finish the 4 Gospels. To sum up everything I just said, if you want to start in the New Testament, I recommend starting with the 4 Gospels. Then after the Gospels, move on to Romans and then the rest of the letters. Romans is really good because it's almost like a guideline on how to live your life like a good Christian, and the Gospels gives you a very good foundation and knowledge of Jesus Christ, which the Old Testament kind of builds up to. So it's a very important moment to read in the Bible. Now, if you want to read the Old Testament, the old part of the Bible, literally, I would recommend starting with Genesis. Genesis is the first book of the Bible, and that's where a lot of people will tell you to start. It's the